Ladies and gentlemen, move directly into our next presentation, which is the role of compliance management solutions in the retail industry. The role of compliance management solutions in the retail industry. And to make the presentation, we've got the product lead, Simpliance, Pravin Menon. Mr. Pravin Menon, product lead, Simpliance, will be making this presentation, the role of compliance management solutions in the retail industry. And let me just tell you that all our companies that made presentations or sent in videos about tech-related HR innovations will be felicitated before we close. Thank you. Over to Mr. Pravin Menon.
Hi. Hello. Yep. Hi. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. So I am Pravin. I'm from Team Aprajita. So today I'm going to talk about how a compliance management system can help manage your compliances in a very efficient manner. So before I move on to that, I would like to bring to your notice a survey done by Economic Times in the year 2023. The title of the survey was, "Is regulatory compliances a challenge to your retail business?" And the result was quite outstanding. See, 91% of the organizations that was surveyed said that they had ended up paying fines or penalties in regards to their compliances. 92% of them did not have any control or visibility when it came to their compliances. So when you look at that, these numbers, it's quite a staggering number, because when you look at compliances, it is a must. Let it be any business, compliance is a must. So why does 91% of the organizations had ended up paying fines? Some of the reasons that contributed towards that is because the organizations didn't have the awareness or the knowledge of what goes into compliances. See, look at the dynamic nature of the regulatory scenario that we have in the country. Majority of the compliances change from state to state, location to location. Some states might ask you to form A, form B, form C for a similar activity. Some state might tell you form 1, form 2, form 3 for a similar activity. So it becomes, especially for a retail industry which has huge presence, multiple states that they have to do. If they have to do all these activity, keep on track of all the updates, notifications, changes in the laws, it's a very hectic activity. And just to bring into perspective, if you look at labor laws, there are 149 acts. 149 acts that are there, out of which there are 497 rules. And if you put all the tasks together, it's 6,000 plus. Now, let's say for your business, out of that one office or one shop, you have only 25 acts that you're supposed to comply with. 10 or 15% of that. Now you multiply that number with 10, 20, 30, 100 of your outlets. It's impossible for an organization to keep and track everything in an efficient manner. So what is that you need in order to help your organizations to manage your compliance in an efficient manner? That's wherein a role of an efficient compliance management system comes into play. Now, in the morning, we had a session which talked about, when you're choosing a compliance or a vendor or its system, what are the factors that you need to take into consideration? One of the factors that they talked about is the credibility of your vendor or your partner who is providing you with this solution. So when I talk about credibility, I would like to talk about our organization first. So Aprajita is a pan-India organization. So when I say pan-India, it's in true sense, we are a pan-India organization. We have offices almost across 23 states of India. We are doing compliances to the remotest borders where we are doing mine compliances. So when it comes to credibility, we have more than 2,000 trusted corporate clients, which we have been associated for almost more than 10, 15 years. As an organization, we are a 22-year-old organization. So why am I reiterating the fact of having 22 years of knowledge? See, software or a compliance software can be built by anyone. But what is the most important factor when you look at a compliance management software is the knowledge, is the input that goes into there. whether the right laws have been mapped to your location, whether whatever the system is saying, is it right? Whether you have been doing is the system updated on time? All the notifications are there on time. So this goes in if the provider also has the right set of knowledge. So we as an organization with 22 years of experience and with 1,500 team members, we have that knowledge, the reach to ensure that whatever compliance is mapped or what is the system telling you is 100% there. And these are the set of rules that you need to comply with. Now, when I was talking about the number of acts, returns, registers, or the activities that you are supposed to do, as an organization, when you look at it, majority of the compliance task involves preparation of registers. How does our system help you in making your life easier when it comes to preparation of multiple registers that you need to do as a part of your regular compliances? Our system has an built-in AI. So what all your team has to do is just input your payroll, your HRMS, and attendance details. Not even location-wise. You put in the bulk data into the system. The system will auto-generate all your registers, location-wise, in a state-specific format. So when it comes to your requirement of maintaining all the registers, act-wise, location-wise, state-wise, our system is there to help you in solving those issues for you. Then the next is your effective license management. Having a presence across India, having multiple retail outlets, how do you keep a track of all your licenses and everything? With our compliance management system, it not only tracks and tells you what is the status of your licenses, but it also gives you what are the mandatory information or the records or the documents that you require in order to apply or to get or renew your licenses. So the system not only is just a tracking mechanism, but also provides you with the knowledge of the inputs that is required for you to obtain or get the renewals done on time. The next is one of the most important factors that has been contributing towards that 91%, wherein 91% of the organization had to end up paying fines and penalties, is because they tend to ignore notices that is being sent by the authority. It's not on purpose, because you see, you have a lot of outlets. Most of the outlets are managed by a sales manager. A sales manager does not understand the importance of attending that notice on time. So what it does is that he just sends a mailer to the HR that this notice is there. The HR, playing multiple roles, sometimes tends to miss out on those notices. And eventually these notices end up becoming summons. And nowadays all those summons are directly issued in the name of your directors, and also might end up closure of your offices or your outlets, and eventually leading to loss of business. Our system helps you in an effective way in managing all those notices. It tells you when is a notice issued, it tracks those notices, what is the progress of that notices, everything. So all your notices across your locations can be tracked and managed using our compliance management system. Then how does the system help you? It eases your work in terms of your preparation of your registers. It gives you the entire knowledge of what is to be done, how it is to be done, and when it is to be done. It provides you with all the updates and notification, which is one of the most important things, because most of the non-compliances happens because we are not aware of the latest changes. And as far as labor law is concerned, there is always a new update or a notification coming up every 6-7 months. So if you're not in track or keeping in track of that, you might end up being non-compliant. Even though you think that you are compliant, but since you missed out on a particular notification or an update, you end up being non-compliant. With our system, any notifications or updates coming up, our system gets updated within 48 working hours. So you do not miss out on any updates and notifications. And as I mentioned, all the forms and formats that you require in order to comply with a particular task is available in the system. The system provides you with not only what to do and how to do it, but it also comes with a consultation part. Like what are the penal consequences if you don't do it? Now, also with this system, most of the panels talked about how do you, when you employ a HR system or a company, how do you justify to your management or your CFO the return on investment? With this system, your dependency on a third party reduces. So by that, you can cut short in terms of the amount that you're paying to your consultants. Your fines and your penalties gets reduced. So that's one of the points that is there. Apart from that, we also have an effective vendor management system, wherein the system, along with our team, will audit all your contractors and vendors to ensure that their compliances are in place. So that's also part of a module wherein you can track effectively all your vendors and all your contractors to ensure that they are compliant with all the required laws under the Contract Labor Act. Hence, by doing so, it also helps in you facing any penalties because of their non-compliances. So in short, our system provides you with all the inputs and the knowledge that is necessary for you in order to manage your compliances in a more efficient manner. So thank you for your time. If you have any queries and if you want to partner with us or how to help you, or if you want our support in terms of managing your compliances, we have a team sitting outside. You are most welcome to come and have a chat with us and see how we can partner and help you manage your compliances on time. Thank you.